Hello, folks, and welcome to Newswatch. And I've been to the point where I'll share the stuff after, because it's just one of the things that I've decided to do in this electoral season. So the train is on the tracks, and Newswatch, why, it's straight ahead for you.
If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to Nctv45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are Newswatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. Nctv45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. Nctv45 is the #1 media source locally. Nctv45, anytime on your time.
Pasta Amore. When you're hungry for that great Italian taste, bellissimo, it is tremendous. You have to stop by Pegley's for pasta, sandwiches, pizza. Yes, it's Pegley's Pasta Amore for that great Italian taste. It's not just for Sunday anymore. Head over to Pegley's. Simple elegance in a majestic setting. Yes, right here in downtown Newcastle, minutes away from shopping, seconds from a gas station, and let's not forget pastries, a restaurant, and oh yes, the schools. The majestic, for that majestic lifestyle, right in the greatest castle, Newcastle. Come by and take a look.
Get to Dad's Bar before the rooster crows. Yes, it's Tony's Lounge, complete with a great bar, pool, yes, jukebox, and a great seating area that is unbelievable. It'll make you hungry, and a wide selection to choose from, including wings. Yes, specials too. Don't monkey around. Get to Tony's Lounge. Well, welcome to Newswatch, and there's one thing that can't be denied. We've had all three mayoral candidates on the show. All of a sudden, maybe we've become a very important place as we try and stress a little calmness, a little let's look at what's going on, and that seems to be interesting. Now, Jim Constance was on earlier. Mark Alisco was on before that. And let's see, Chris Fry chose not to be on. Now, it's good to see you along, Dale. We haven't seen you for a while. And we're putting it out there. We've aired our Act 47 and talked about what's involved from Eckerd Seaman. It was straight out of the box. We talked about home rule, and let's see, we've talked about each candidate's plan. The only thing we could do was go by Chris Fry's papers, because basically Chris is afraid to come in. He's represented by special interests. There are a number of alleged comments out there with PAC questions. And when I look at one of the special interests groups here, it looks like the who's who of the group that asked that the news article be written in Pittsburgh. But in my humble opinion, we'll have to see as we go down a little further. I urge you to be an informed voter and watch Focus NC. Quite literally, his Barack Obama look-alike cards are great, but what he writes on the back, the Act 47 legislation won't allow him to do. That's it. And he failed to come in and explain himself. So when Jim Constance was in here, he gave us a brief overview earlier of what he thought. However, he fell a little bit short because as he was explaining this, he couldn't explain the mix-up between the M and the D. And a lot of, people often confuse those two letters. I'll let you watch Beat the Candidate. I don't want to unwrap the present so that you don't see it. Now, enough of that, and let's talk about what's going on in what I call the greatest castle in the world, Lawrence County. And hey, with a mayoral race like this, why wouldn't you think it was the greatest castle? I mean, with all the fuss and hooting and hollering, got to be something important, right? Now, we've been able to get, and I was asked this, now I'm pulling it off the wall, as if it'll come. And I couldn't see it from far away, but Ringgold, November 11th. So that means that's when the next game for New Wilmington, the 4th is the next hockey game for Neshannock. And as far as that goes, every Sunday or throughout the week, depending on when there's ice time now, we do find the men's hockey games. So those will be coming up. I think it's interesting to note how Pittsburgh handled the playoff situation with particular respect to Newcastle. And it should teach us all a lesson. They took the Canes' 6-4 record, basically diminishing it. The Canes beat Shaler, which was a 5-8 team, and Mike White hammered it away so that he got Greensburg-Salem and Newcastle to switch. Ironically, Governor Tom Wolf on the 21st held a roundtable discussion with teams on safety. Apparently Mike White didn't read that, didn't get the memo, and he thought it was important for Greensburg-Salem to drive 3 hours to Blackhawk and Newcastle to drive 2 hours down to Bell Vernon. Got it, it would have been 4-5 and the number 3 team versus the number 6 team. Really a whole lot of difference there. Mike White never saw the NFL where 2 teams from the same division make the playoffs. Guess he got his journalism degree on the back of a Cracker Jack box. And it was funny how they downgraded Newcastle there And then when paid to write an article, or in my opinion, paid to write an article, they did. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting stuff as you go through this season, and I hope people are paying attention. Now, there's a Halloween bash November 2nd, and that's going to be at the Sons of Italy, and they're doing the Southside Garden. Now, here's the thing about the Southside Garden. I heard about the East Side Garden, and I asked Mr. Rice the other day, just an approximity where the East Side Garden was. And I got it. But I've yet to hear where the South Side Garden was. I don't know, I'm just saying that seemed a little strange to me, and I was confused. So just to let you know, but they're having it nevertheless. And here's what's interesting. If you were tuning in last Saturday night, you got to hear some mighty fine music from my friends. See, they were having a Halloween bash down here, and I got a chance to talk to a lot of them, and it was great. And that's probably one of the things that I kind of miss here the most, is that where we used to have the hotel downtown Alexander's, and they used to play a lot of that great music. We're not getting that anymore, and maybe that's something that'll soon change. Now, what's going on this weekend? Well, it's not going to happen tonight, I can guarantee you, with the rain. Iron Mill Farms having their festivities in Candy Canyon, but there's high wind warnings tonight, and I posted that, so that'll be one of the things that detracts from it. However, Saturday and Sunday are supposed to be nice, and you'll move in and see costume contest, human dogs, Barney's Bubble Dance, costume parade, pig races, Candy Canyon, glow dance party at 6, fireworks at 8. All that stuff happening Saturday and Sunday, and that's at Iron Mill Farms. Now, kids 12 and under in a costume, okay, no scary blood will be permitted. We'll get in for $5. Costumes with humans and dogs, best dog trick, okay. There'll be a costume parade, clue game, okay, and dog days. All that going on and in Iron Mill Farms, and we thank them for that. And you know, there's a lot of positive things without getting all involved in some of this other stuff. Now, Reiku glazing, and I said that probably wrong, workshop Saturday, okay. Anthony DeRosa is going to do it. Join Mud Monkeys Anthony DeRosa for an intense investigation of Reiku glazing. Okay, a centuries-old process involves submerging a red-hot pot into combustible materials, and if you ever saw it, it makes like this sparkle stuff on the side. It's really, really cool, and really comes out looking just like great. And well, that's going to be at the Hoyt, and why not take a look? Now, I saw this posted earlier in the week, And I'm going to give credit to Mary Turner's Day Spa on the posting. We got it, and we were announcing it then. Arthur's and Coffee at the Wampum Station, 2 to 4. Okay, 303 Main Street. Come and meet the authors and discuss the books. Local event is free and open to the public. Sponsored by the Wampum Community Revitalization. Okay, and so that's interesting if you're a book reader. And I want to mention what they did because of the weather. Okay, first of all, if you haven't heard, okay, let me be the first to tell you that it's raining. Okay, and currently outside right now, 67 degrees and 93% humidity, winds from the southwest at 7, 29.43 is the barometric pressure, 65 is the dew point, and 10 miles of visibility. Don't know really how they say that here, and I don't mind that it covers up my face. You can see western Ohio starting to clear out, and that's where the rain is now. That's Cleveland radar. Here's Pittsburgh radar. And as the rain really starting to get right into western Pennsylvania, it came from the south and the southwest. You can see it's central Pennsylvania getting hit now, and so that's where we kind of are with that. Therefore, trick or treat Halloween moved, and here's what they're saying: Elwood, Elport, Perry's Township, Wampum, Wayne Township, 1 to 3 on Saturday. Pulaski, 2 to 4. Now, 4 to 6, that would be Neshannock, Newcastle, Scott, Shenango, Slippery Rock, South Newcastle Borough, Taylor Township, Union, and Volan. That gives you an idea when you're basically 1 to 3 in Elwood, 4 to 6 in Newcastle, 2 to 4 in Pulaski. And so that gives you a good update. Now, how about those Washington Nationals? They just couldn't play at home. They're great down in Houston. Houston wants more away games. Washington Nationals win the World Series. Let's take a look at the Cedar Sports Corner. We'll be right back.
The Cedars features Mediterranean. The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle, 724. The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side.
Sylvan Heights Golf Course in Newcastle, Pennsylvania features many amenities, lush fairways, and great greens, and many challenging shots. Your crowd will applaud. A short drive from Butler, Sharon, Pittsburgh, Elwood, and Youngstown. It's Sylvan Heights Golf Course in Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
Hello and welcome to the Cedars Sports Corner. Let's get to NFL football. San Francisco traveling to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. That's the NFL version of Halloween football. Now, over in the NBA, short matchup, Miami at Atlanta, Denver at New Orleans, and San Antonio, they'll be at the Clippers. Over in Major League Baseball, yes, as we stroll out, they're finishing up the World Series, and since we're pre-recorded, I didn't know if they were going to have a travel day. Last night it was Washington at Houston, and I'll give you the score. Sometimes when you're going across these things, you just happen to see one that doesn't make sense. Thursday, Calgary at Nashville in hockey. Montreal at Vegas, the Vegas Knights. And that's only not a lot of hockey going on. And let's take a look at the football schedule. This Thursday, your West Virginia Mountaineers take on number 12 Baylor. Georgia Southern takes on Appalachian State. And believe it or not, college basketball right around the corner. They'll kick off November 5th. And wow, everybody's playing November 5th. If you play college basketball, November 5th is your day. Now, that was the Cedars Sports Corner. Go over to Cedars, get some great food, cold beverage, watch the games, enjoy. We're going to take this time out, and we'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store or at their restaurant in Newcastle, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
We have a full restaurant. It's a full menu. We're doing like a signature steak with lamb. It's blackened and it's absolutely delicious. We're doing a pasta. We're trying to do the vegetarian. So we got an own menu for just the vegetarian. We have 3 bars back next to the banquet, and that's kind of nice because you have your own. This is the only place in this whole area that really has a hotel next to a restaurant and a bar. We have a huge banquet room. We can sit up to at least 750 people, and we have it all here. We have music, we got DJs, we got a grand baby piano, we have the piano bar, we got intimates, little bar, or we got for bigger parties, or we got for huge parties. We will do whatever we can do to make you happy.
Well, we're back and continuing on with Newswatch. Now, if you've never been to this, wow, you're missing something. St. James worship site this Sunday, 9 to 1. It's their brunch. French toast, buttermilk pancakes, buckwheat pancakes, sweet cream cheese topping, maple syrup, peach syrup, scrambled eggs, which I don't like eggs, sorry. Eggs with peppers and onions and cheese, home fries, bacon, ham, sausage, biscuit, sausage gravy, and fresh baked cinnamon rolls, toast, coffee, hot and cold cereals, and tea, juice, milk. $9 for adults, $4 for children. Now, just as a reminder, and if you can't make it there, Caravan to Albaggio, they have a coupon out, and I liked it on my page, Nctv45 and the Angelo Perrotta page. They that coupon is good for, like, I don't look at the coupon, okay? As the Caravan Albaggio Really nice place. And do me a favor, if you go in there, tell them you saw it here on NCTV45. Go to Allie's Upper Crust. You'll get a 5% discount or something. Okay, if you tell Allie, they'd like to know about that stuff. Hey, you visit our marketplace. It has a lot of stuff in there too. Now, as we roll on, and 7 p.m. next week, Wednesday the 6th, it's the Historical Society. Dr. Angelo and Sharon Smitty of Westminster College. The 19th Amendment, women's right to vote, originally introduced in 1878, was not passed till 1919. We celebrate 100 years of ratification, which began May 21st, 1919. Final ratification August 20th, 1920. This is free and open to the public. Call 724-658-4022 to make your reservation. And, Newswatch always rolling on and getting you the information you need so that you become a little more informed. Now, as I was telling you earlier, okay, very important that you take a look at our Focus NC. Our Focus NC, first of all, we dealt strictly with Act 47. We put that out there, Joel from Eckerd Siemens. Then we compared what was said by the model boy here and Mark Alisco. What was written on the back of this, and I put the statute right there. You'll see it. He's can't lower taxes without offsetting it somewhere, and that's the bottom line. Now, Mark talked about raising revenue. That was very, very important, and thus those were the two at the time. Now, today, we got a visit from Jim Constance, and I thank Jim for coming in, and he came in and explained his deal, just as it was done by Ronnie Dam and a lot of other people, and I really think that he did a good job in kind of explaining what he wanted to do, how he wanted to do it, and I ask you to look at that stuff. Be an informed person, and then you'll understand. Now, we have people that are out there on other stations right now calling other people names, and we choose not to do that. We choose to present the facts, be an informed voter. That's what's important. And if you start trying to turn it into a race, an election where you want to be voted in with respect to race, then that leaves issues. Okay, I see definite problems with what was written as people calling out names. And when you look at these issues, lives in Akron, Ohio. So the last person that called out a name lives in Akron, Ohio, and they're getting involved in a mayoral election here. Just as I suspected, that's why we've been very selective in sharing. See, because right here on my phone is Nctv45 app light. When I press it, I go right to Nctv45. I know exactly what's being said, what's happening, and I avoid all this tomfoolery that's going on out on Facebook, where it seems like we got, and here you pay persons only is either real or fake. They have, I won't read their name, but they live in Akron, Ohio now. Hard to believe that they would be able to know what's going on. And how can you believe the only guy that wouldn't come on the show? There you go. Let's take a look at weather. Hello and welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. Happy Halloween to your trick-or-treaters. Last night's rainy low of 57. What'd your Thursday look like? Well, let's take a look at radar. You see it's upon us as locally and nationally really outlines it. Can you say rain? 100% chance. High is 65 today. Rain continues tonight. 90% chance, low at 36. Rain will continue on Friday until around 8 a.m. It'll start shutting off in the morning. And then partly sunny and 45. Wind gusts 30 miles an hour. And things will start to dry out. Friday night, mostly clear and 30. Going to the high school football games. That's one thing you got to know. Now, on Saturday, sunshine 49. Saturday night, mostly cloudy 30. Sunday, sunshine at 43. Sunday night, partly cloudy 29. Monday, sunshine 51. Monday night, partly cloudy 37. And your Tuesday, partly sunny 55. There is a 40% chance of rain. So that was Lawrence County 45 weather, and be careful tonight as you get your little trick-or-treaters and ghosts and goblins and whatever else. Make sure you stay safe. Flashlight, hold their hand, and watch for those cars. We're going to be right back right after these.
Standing by my window
is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
4760. Penn, Ohio bottle.
Your family and friends will be pleased if you suggest dining at Mary's Middle Eastern Restaurant in Newcastle. Lamb and chicken dishes, stuffed grape leaves, tabbouleh, hummus, kibbe, and so much more from their huge menu. When you're looking for something different for your dining experience, then Mary's is the answer. Many of their customers come in from nearby counties. Mary's Middle Eastern Restaurant, located on Long Avenue in Newcastle. Call 724-652-2447.
Well, we're back and just going through and getting some things cleaned up, as I want to tell you that the YMCA is having their T-Day 5K run, and that's become a Newcastle tradition. And we've carried that a few times here at Nctv45. Make sure that you give them a call at 724-658-4766, extension 13, and that's the 28th. As tomorrow, yes, tomorrow, November 1st. Wow. Time seems to fly. And also, I wanted to remind you about the YMCA having their adult pickup volleyball, 7 to 9. This is at the Y Zone. Admission for non-members is $10. I had a lot of fun doing that at one time. The Pickleball Ladder League, Tuesdays 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and Thursdays 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Again, members free. This is at the Y Zone. Non-members $40. Reciprocal members $10. Not sure what that is about. And so we made mention of those things, and wanted to make sure that you are aware of them. And now it's time to hear from these great sponsors, and then a wrap up right after this.
There's more than meets the eye. Gotta give every Newcastle a try. They're a small town for living. Look around.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
This program brought to you by Cummings Landscaping and Design. Brandon Cummings, owner-operator.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Lombardo's Apothecary, proud sponsor of NCTV45, and Brandon's Landscaping. You know, call Brandon. We're moving into that time where just after you get the rain, you get the snow, and you might need plowed. Maybe you have a business. Call Brandon, he'll take care of you. And that's a good thing. Now, I'm going to give you the names of these things that you're going to want to look up so that you can be an informed voter. And first of all, meet the candidate today with Jim. Take a look at that as he comments on the fake news going around as fake news being dished out to Mark Alisco. Really bad. And then it's Focus NC today, the issues in Act 47, Part 1 and Part 2 of 2. If you know that and you're from the city, not these folks that live outside the city that are trying to fund campaigns. There's we're checking it out. There's things being said about illegal PACs. That's a political action, and not dealing with. Doesn't seem to be dealing with Jim, doesn't seem to be dealing with Mark, it seems to be dealing with Chris. But we'll check that out as those alleged infractions become questioned in the next days. Election November 4th. And everybody sit tight, try not to do the name calling, not a good thing. Now, make sure you get your second cup of coffee and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, oh, I don't watch a lot of TV, you tell them that NCTV45, we're available anytime on your time. Yes, watch it on Nctv45.com. It avoids all the fake stuff that they get and run on Facebook. Unless you like entertaining yourself, then that's not a bad idea either. We do it for convenience. People watch us on our website. It's nice, safe, calm, and you don't get harassed. Now, with that, make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again real soon.
Got my ticket for the midnight plane, and it's not easy.